we started, there was a fairly entrenched negativity, particularly towards the council, but in general about the state of things. And it was difficult for our volunteers staffing our office, because by this time, a few months after we started, we managed to get some office space in the mall, which was great. It's given us great visibility. But we'd have a line coming in the door, with complaints. I think, they thought they were being helpful, but it just made everyone feel bad. And so we developed the phrase, and we put it up on a notice, we don't do complaints here, just ideas and solutions. And if people didn't, and that gave our volunteers a phrase to respond, and if people didn't get it the first time, they simply repeated it. And then they would say, well, but what do you want to do about this? What can you do to help? Trying to put it on people that we're all in this together. And that's been really effective. Gave the volunteers confidence, and slowly, once again, attitudes started to change. We would very rarely get a complaint now, very rarely. Most people that pop in are popping in to say, oh, great job, really great job, and then we try to hand them a volunteer form, say, takes many hands. People like to help those who are perceived to be helping themselves and aren't coming along, whinging and expecting someone else to do it all for them. In fact, the other thing I used to say to people every time we got something and something went well, I go, we're the lucky project. Because, I think that there was a sense I had that people didn't think that they were so lucky, often. And everyone can create that luck. And I still hear that back, but from some of the trustees who have been here since day one, I still hear that when we have a big win, we're the lucky project.
I think it's the fact that they could see there was an enthusiastic group. They weren't just talking about things, they were doing things. And working in with community, making some physical changes, and people wanted to be part of that. And when we approached the likes of the Licensing Trust and the Council and other funders, then they were happy to come on board because they could see something was actually happening. And I think of the basketball court out there that the Licensing Trust played to get that paved, and that made a huge difference. Suddenly, the kids in the area had somewhere to go to congregate.
I suppose there was obviously a perceived need in the community, but when a group of people, 2 or 3 people got together and started to actually, put their shoulder to the wheel and do something about it, that's what we were very keen to support. The enthusiasm and the vision that they had for what they wanted to do sort of took us for a bit of a shock, but what a nice project to get behind.